You know, if you look at my shirt right now, this is an Alex Gray t-shirt. He's an artist. He does a lot of artwork for the band Tool. But you can see here all these different energy fields coming off this human. This is what the energy field, a very basic representation of what it looks like. There are all these geometric patterns of light in fourth and fifth dimensional energy that encompasses us that we can no longer see anymore, that we can no longer interact with anymore. We have a literal energetic field around us that's oscillating and coalescing around us. That's amazing to me that we now exist in just this physical body, that we no longer can even perceive these very divine aspects of our chariot, if you want to call it that. A human being is not truly whole until he or she becomes enlightened. And when he or she becomes enlightened, ladies and gentlemen, the Kundalini energy moves up the cerebral spinal system from where it lies in dormancy at the throne of God, which is known as the coccygeal church, the Cossacks. And the energy rises up the Cossacks, moves through the cerebral spinal system, awakens the 7 primary churches of God, which are the chakras. The energy gets crucified near the base of the skull, rises up into the brain, goes into the pineal and pituitary gland, merges the divisions, the schism between the right and left lobes of the brain, and now you see through consciousness the way that you were designed, or you see reality the way you were designed to see reality. This takes place, ladies and gentlemen, by the assemblage point moving. That's what Kundalini does. As it rises, it repositions the assemblage point. And if the Kundalini energy gets into the head and fixes itself within the kingdom of God, ladies and gentlemen, your assemblage point is now in a much, much different position than it ever was in your life. And you can now pretty much see and interact with the entire electromagnetic spectrum. Our inability to see and interact with, ladies and gentlemen, the electromagnetic spectrum is why we don't see non-organic beings. It's why we don't see ghosts. It's why we don't see auras anymore. It's why we don't see the magic of reality. It's because our conditions have been our senses have been conditioned to only operate within a small, tiny fraction of the entire whole of the electromagnetic spectrum.